Not everybody needs or even wants a full financial plan. In this video, I'm just going to show you our approach to providing a quick and accurate assessment for people. So here we've got Bob and Jill. They're hoping to retire here at age 63 and age 60. And these are their investments here, and we can see the investments are running out of here, and this is the gap we've got to fill. So for quick little analysis, we can do things like just extending the retirement age out, maybe 65, put it out here, and we can hit save and see the results. And we see that gives them a few more years. We can adjust their general expenses. You can see here we have the home and vehicle expenses. They're separated out, $18,000. They're looking to spend $50,000 a year after tax, plus the 18, so about $70,000. And if we want, we can just calculate what the additional savings are that they have to make to be able to fill this gap. So let's do that. And we can see if they save about an extra $38,000 to $39,000 a year, then they're going to fill that gap and everything will be fine. Now, they do have the cash flow to be able to do this, so it might be if they really want to do it, we just do a cash flow plan, but chances are they're not going to save this money. So let's take a look and see what else we can do. Let's take a look at their vehicle expenses. So we go in here and we see they own a car here. Now, chances are they're not going to be purchasing cars out here. So let's delete these car purchases, and we think they'll just drive until 2050, which puts them there at age 87 and 86. And they're probably not going to own two vehicles. So let's get rid of these ones, and we'll have them having two vehicles until about 2040. Change that. And then when we do that, we can come back here, and we can calculate the savings again. Now when we look at how much has to be saved each year, you know, it's the $4,000 here, $24,000 here, so about $29,000. So that saved us about a $10,000 difference in terms of what we have to save each year. Let's try something else. You know, we've straight lined this and said that they want $50,000 a year after tax for living expenses. But what about here at age 77, 76? They really only need about $40,000 a year after tax. So let's try that change. So by reducing their spending from $50,000 to $40,000 at age 80, about 77, we can see that now they only have to save about $18,000 to $19,000 a year. Let's try making one more change. We'll go in here, and Jill and Bob are a bit conservative, so they're investing and hoping to get about a 5% rate of return. Let's go and change this so it's a 6% rate of return. Okay, we've made our change to 6. Now let's go back here, and we'll calculate the average additional annual savings again. Okay, well that brought us down to having to save about another $12,000 a year than what they're currently saving. Let's go ahead and take one more change. Let's take a look at their home. And let's sell the house right here at age 81, age 80, 2044. So we're going to go in here. And we'll pay our 5% commission. And we'll set up a rental. And we'll say from 2044, they're going to pay about $16,000 a year in rent in today's dollars. And we'll come back here to see how much they have to save now. And now we can see that they don't actually have to save any extra money to have the retirement that they want. And they still have a net worth here of about $500,000 or $600,000. So what just happened here? So somebody walked in, they said they wanted a retirement income with about $70,000 a year after tax, and we showed them that they had to save about $38,000 a year to get that. And then we walked through and just made some changes that are under Bob and Jill's control. We said, you know, what if you don't drive two vehicles right to the end, which most people don't? You know, what if you reduce your spending later in retirement? Most people do. You know, what if you sell your home at some point and rent or something, which is what most people do. The only financial planning move that we made is we increased their rate of return by 1%. But we went from having to save $38,000 a year to not having to save anything, and they're fine. So this is just an example of a simple retirement assessment. Of course, it's not a full financial plan, but for most people, this is all that's needed.